For Kaito.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, that's Yagami. You got balls showing up around here.
And stay down.
Let's go, Yagami-san.
Okay. Nice. Almost there. Nice. Got it.
What the? Yagami!
Oh, hey, you again. Didn't even get a name. Guess you still won't. Oh god, he's got the Maja moveset.
Buy me some time, boys. Do whatever it takes. Hey! I've been waiting for you.
So we're having two boss fights at you in the same 5-minute time span. Okay.
Let's finish this! The more I drink, the stronger I get. Not letting that slide.
I like the fact that they all have unique dialogue for you using this heat move on them. That's pretty cool.
Chill out, would you? All bark and no bite. Now you want
Oh, right in front of the door, too. Thank you for that, sir.
Damn it. Gonna have to try something else.
Yeah, that's like 3 weapon styles you've used against me so far. I wonder what your grand finale is.
fight like this. Find the light switch, Yagami-san.
Give me a second.
Thanks.
So you didn't even... Okay, yeah, it's just pointless dialogue. There's no reason to translate all of it into English.
Almost there. Nice. Almost there. Nice. Almost there. That'll do it.
All right. Is this the final time we have to fight you?
Tougher than he looks.
No, you're just walking away again.
Keep it busy, boys.
Oh, repeated animations. Fine.
Let's do this. Yagami!
Oh, okay. Guns. Fine.
Let's go then. Now you've done it. Damn it, stupid gun.
You have even more styles that I don't know about? What is your deal? Who are you? Well, okay, I guess it doesn't matter who you are, because, to be fair, a lot of the Yakuza protagonists can do the same thing. Like, master multiple weapon styles. Why can't you when the button is right here? Okay, that's fine. I respect the fact that not every area can be destroyed like this. Alright. This way, then. No problem.
Let's finish this. This guy won't give up. Get in there, boys.
Did we need to see this animation 3 times? Nagoshi.
Chill out, would you? Let's go then.
Nice. Almost there. Nice. Almost there. Got it.
Alright, little assassin, what you got plans for me now?
Finally, I was getting bored of waiting. Sugiura!
Oh.
Don't worry about me! Just go find Kaito-san!
Yeah, whatever.
You think I'd let you do that?
Cali sticks. Okay. Yeah, that's one style you haven't used yet.
Finish this!
Having a heat mode that makes you anti-grab just bugged me way too much.
Time to go in for
Yeah, so am I. Why think I'm taking the Blazing Barrage extract?
finish this!
Alright. Yeah, I just got so sick of you at the end. Jesus Christ.
Hamura. Surprised you decided to stick around. Not gonna try and run?
Go fuck yourself, Doc.
Let him go right now.
What makes you think you have the upper hand here?
Kaito-san.
Hey, he sounds worried. You piece of shit! You asked for it.
This time, let's finish it for real, assholes.
That all?
Well, now I'm just upset how short this chapter turned out to be, because I didn't think... Well, not short.
Sure.
I could have put this all in the previous video if I knew this was going to be how long it was.
I'm gonna fucking kill you!
Hamura, to be completely fair, now we're at this point, I have to wonder why the game ever thought you weren't going to be a boss fight. You look too well designed not to be. Not as climatic as I could have hoped, but then again, I didn't think Hamura would take that much damage from a throw attack.
Is it over, Yagami-san?
Yeah. Glad you're okay. Come give me a hand.
How do you feel, Kaito-san?
What, me? It was just a scratch. I'm good on my own.
Still acting tough with lead in your stomach? Who are you trying to impress?
Yo, let me jump in too.
Higashi. Matsugane-san too.
My van's right outside.
You two get him to a doctor. There's something I still need to do here.
Got it. Guess I'm joining your little party. Not even the threat of death can stop you guys.
Took you long enough.
Like, I like it when little people are really nice.
Hey, it's about time you give us some answers. I'm done wasting time on you, so just cooperate and it'll all be fine. What, your murderer friend abandon you? Not much use if he won't come when you need help.
No.
Boss, listen. Things are gonna get ugly if I die here. Neither of you will survive the aftermath. It's not too late to put a stop to this. Just end this fucker and be done with it.
And if I don't, the mole will kill us both. Is that what you're saying?
Look, some people you can get away with betraying, and some people you can't.
And which am I wonder?
Boss.
Pick your poison, Hamura. You die betraying the mole, or you die defending him. We're going to bring this murderer to justice. Now tell me where I can find him, and his identity. Answer me!
I'd rather die.
What?
Don't play dumb with me. You think I'm gonna talk that easy? Pull the fucking trigger!
If you say so. Huh. Didn't think you'd really stand your ground.
We can't stay here. Who knows when his backup might arrive.
Okay, so you're
still
not
after us?
evil. This is the most important thing.
Embarrassing.
Matsugane, the patriarch, is
Well,
not evil.
Guess we gotta figure out how to make you talk. Luckily, I've got a place in mind. You heard of the Honmaruen Cabaret? It's a Kyorei stronghold.
What?
I'm sure your former prey will be thrilled to see you. If they can't break you, I don't know what can. I doubt you'll last, though.
It'll be damn interesting either way. Now come on, let's go.
Here he is, the man of the hour. Glad you could make it, Hamura. And you must be Patriarch Matsugane. It's a pleasure to meet you. Though if you ask me, dojo leadership should be better at keeping their dogs chained up.
Agreed. There is no excuse for how I acted.
Shioya-san, we're gonna make Hamura tell us who the mole is. Think you can keep us safe till then?
Maybe, maybe not.
This is what Chairman Kajihiro wants. You don't want to disobey his orders, do you?
Well, that's rude. I still haven't paid you back for what you did to me. If you don't mind, I'd like to settle that first.
For what I did? You're the one who kidnapped Mafuyu. If you ask me, you got what was coming to you.
Yeah.
Fine.
Thank you for
Under one
adequating that very indefensible point.
Once you're done with him, you give Hamura to us.
Gladly.
Oh yeah, we can deal with that, no
witty
problem.
Comeback? I think that's a first for you.
Shut it.
We're gonna continue right into the next chapter because wasn't expecting that. We need to keep going to make sure this video is properly lengthed, and more importantly, I just learned that chapter 11's even shorter. So
AD9's dark human experiments. The mole who facilitated them. As Yagami gets closer to the truth, the trap is sprung. Details come at the cost of Kaito's blood. And each word that Hamura, the Matsugane family captain, speaks pulls back the veil a little further.
Get your fucking hands off me.
This is as good a spot as any. You need any instruments, you just ask me.
Hopefully, it doesn't come to that. Now, I think it's about time we got some answers. And you're gonna give them to us. Should we take it from the top? First off, the one in control of all this is Shono, the 89 researcher. How long have you been working for him? Murdering for him? I already have a pretty good idea. How about I guess? First time you used the mole was...
Ooh, boy.
for Hashki, the vice director of the ADDC.
You know, I think the game was genuinely building up to this moment ever since Hamar was first acquitted of his accusation. Back the prologue, the long as sin prologue. The whole point of that was just to, having these two on the other ends of the law at long last. I actually feel it. I genuinely feel the tension and climactic moment that this actually is.
Hashki was fatally wounded by the mole, but survived for another 3 weeks. That kept suspicion off Shono, and left practically no evidence. Only the most skilled killer could pull something like that off. In other words, the assassin you and Shono have been using.
Think you struck a nerve. You're a real crack detective, Yagami.
You know, I personally funded his time at law school. He never would have passed the bar without me.
No shit. I'd say you made a good investment. Paying off in spades.
Do you mind? I'm kinda in the middle of something here.
Sorry.
You two are just too cute together.
Doc, what are you going to ask next?
Who the mole is. Hammer is the only one who knows his true identity.
You're doing good, Yagami. Just let me know if you need the instruments.
So, where's your friend?
No clue. But he'll be here soon enough. All three of you are dead where you stand.
He says the mole's on his way here.
Oh, is he now? I'd love to have a chat with the lad.
Keep dreaming, pal. He'd wipe the floor with your backcountry ass.
Enough, Hamura. Tell us who the mole is and how you started working with him. Have those instruments handy?
Coming right up.
All right, I'll talk.
That's almost a shame. I like when it's tool time.
Now, who is the mole?
At first, he was just an informant feeding off the chaos that breeds in Kamurocho like flies.
An informant?
Yep, and he was trained by one of the best in the business. Rose to prominence after the cops busted his mentor. And that made the mole the top guy in the biz. One of those situations where the student surpassed the master. Nobody could beat his intel. Could get his hands on anything you needed to. Guns, forged documents, you name it. Before long, we'd formed a nice little partnership. Started making a name for ourselves. Thinking about it, it's been about 20 years now.
And? Keep talking.
So he showed up around the time that Yagami lost his parents, and he arrived in Kamurocho. Okay.
Once I got the gig as captain of the Matsugane family, I started relying on him even more. Let me tell you, the guy could dispose of a corpse like it was the easiest damn thing in the world. He had nerves of steel. And he's never even sworn up. Flash forward to a couple years ago, he said he was ready to start doing hits. That's when my big chance finally came.
The mole brought assassinations to the table. That's a good point. That's a good point. What is a real Yakuza anymore?
Honestly, I wasn't that big on the whole murder thing. But the dangerous shit's what really brings in the cash. So, I started touting his services around the darker side of Kamurocho. Felt like I added a new dish to my menu.
This is no time for jokes, you fool.
What, you don't approve of my methods? This city will swallow you whole if you don't got the cash. And protecting the family name doesn't come cheap. You think Kaido could have toughed it out with all his swagger? We'd have vanished by now. But with enough money, who knows? We could have rode it to the top of the Tojo clan. Wasn't that always part of the dream, boss?
It was, yes. But not anymore.
That's so. That's funny. Because I spent my entire life chasing that dream for you. The goal you fucking told me to strive for!
Let's get back on topic, shall we? Tell me this. You started shopping the mole's services around. What then? What happened?
Wasn't long till we got our first hit. Our mark was Hashiki, vice director of the ADDC.
And Shono's the one who hired you?
So I heard. He always contacted me through someone else.
So there's a middleman that connected the Kamurocho Yakuza to the ADDC. And that middleman is more or less the handler.
Guy by the name of Ishimatsu. Short little guy. Always had this creepy fucking smile on his face. At the time, we all thought this was gonna be a one-off. Didn't do much prying, you know. Never even knew why they wanted the guy dead. We just took the 10 mil and did what we were asked.
They wanted him to die discreetly, though, right?
Pretty much. So he did. Ishimatsu took a real shine to us after that. A few months later, he was back with another job.
And that was?
Well, gathering test subjects for their 89 experiments. And disposing of the bodies. So, you just want me to abduct these Curie guys? You don't want them dead?
That is correct. And your reward is 100 million yen each.
Huh. Real funny.
100 million yen
Last time it was
each.
10 for a hit job. Why give us so much more to kidnap a few guys?
Because this is for science, fool.
Funny you should ask that. It could very well end up being more than just a few guys. We're not quite sure how many.
That sounds like Todd Habercorn.
Perhaps just one. Or maybe even 10 might not be satisfactory.
10, huh?
The key point is, We expect this to be a long-term partnership. Given the sensitive nature of this task, naturally we expect the utmost secrecy. I sincerely hope this 100 million conveys the importance of that.
What about the Kyorei guys? What happens to them, huh?
It's unfortunately likely that they'll end up dead. Excuse me if this is presumptuous, but considering the amount I'm offering, would that also cover the body disposal? Or would that, cost extra?
Drop the fucking act, asshole! Where you getting that kind of money, huh? 100 mil just to kill one goddamn Yakuza?
I don't think even Cosmic Kiryu or Goro Majima would be worth 100 million in terms of monetary value.
You would just dispose of the evidence.
I don't see where this is going. You think the Yakuza are your tool?
You don't understand. My only role is delivering the message. My employer, he's the root of all of this. And you have no idea how many billions of yen he has to ensure his objectives.
Right. This is bigger than Yakuza. They really are just pawns in the scheme of ADDC.
Who knows how decisive the retribution might be? Those billions could instead be shifted toward erasing you.
What was that?
Just think about it. How long will you be able to survive? Use your head, Captain Hamura. There's no escape. Once you agreed to meet with me today, you all but guaranteed your participation and your compliance. So I strongly suggest you put the gun away. Does that make sense?
You guys are seriously that big, huh? Tell me more. Talk.
Allow me to answer your question. It's true that we have access to vast amounts of money, yes. But we're not the violent organization you think we are.
Oh yeah? Who are you?
Ishimatsu's superior. The name's Ichinose.
Ichinose is in on it.
The only reason I'm choosing to show you my face...
They're all in on
I've
it.
decided to trust you.
Not a single clean hand among one of these so-called doctors.
How far we're willing to go to bring our plan to fruition.
Anything to cure dementia.
My name's Shono, Captain. I'm currently researching a brand new drug called 89. A drug that could very well save Japan. Or maybe even the world if...
A new drug, huh? Where do I come in?
The reality of the situation is, we are under intense pressure to complete our work on 89 expediently. To that end, Hamura-san, we'd like to ask for your assistance.
Ichinose. So the Ministry of Health is in on this too. It goes all the way up.
Maybe it does. You familiar with the Medical Institute?
The ADC.
Yeah.
Again.
It's home to the ADDC, and it makes a comfy place for all the health ministry execs to go retire. Well, it just so happens that the guy who founded it 20 years ago was none other than Ichinose. He rode that success all the way up to Vice Minister. In other words, his whole legacy's riding on the ADDC. 89's gotta come out on top for him to stay on top.
And he's willing to murder to make sure that happens?
Yep. Ichinose is not the only one profiting either. There are tons of parties involved, all being promised this much cash or that favor. If people have to die for 89 to succeed, so be it.
In the end, maybe it was my own incompetence that led Hamura down this path.
This shit got real serious real quick, didn't it? We in over our heads?
It's beginning to look that way, Keith Silverstein. It really is. Yakuza games have had... Nagoshi's had the serial escalation issue for a while now. We saw that Yakuza 3 and 6 are probably at the point where it was at its worst. And ironically enough, they were technically at its worst because they became government-level issues. And it's sort of about the Yakuza. But now, I think we're finally at the point where having a non-Yakuza majority organization in charge of the plot and controlling most of the villainy actually works, because it's still technically about something that's very much centered around Kamurocho and people living in the city. This isn't some, oh, the secret of Onomichi could technically spell the end of the Japanese government as we know it business. That's why I actually find it really compelling.
Here's a question. Why'd you go after Kyorei guys for the experiments?
Just following Shono's orders.
Shono told you to?
Yep. He said there was a chance of the subject dying when we gave him the 89. Now, if regular old civilians started disappearing, that'd make the news in no time. But nobody'd notice a few missing Yakuza during a turf war. Only natural there'd be some casualties, yeah?
I guess so.
That wasn't the only reason, though. Shono said... he didn't want to perform dangerous experiments on innocent civilians.
And what, these Yakuza deserve this somehow?
The Kajihira group was the one trying to shut down the ADDC to begin with. And the Kyorei were Kajihira's
Right, if you're going to
lapdogs.
conduct mad experiments that could help people for the benefit of mankind, you don't want to kill people who don't deserve it.
Don't shoot the messenger. Shono's the one who said it.
So who would miss a couple of criminals, right?
Unless you want to go back to the hard way, I'm all for it.
What else could you possibly want to know?
Actually, I've got one more thing.
Oh yeah?
You made it sound earlier like you weren't that involved in the killings. But that's not the whole truth, is it? In fact, I have something that shows you actively helped carry out the Kyorei killings.
The proof they took place. There. Here.
Take a look at this. Check this out. Look familiar? It's camera footage of you abducting Kume. So tell me, why'd you take the fall? They even got your face on tape. You're not usually that sloppy. Answer me.
That was right after we axed two Kyorei guys, one after another. They started catching on. Wouldn't go around town alone anymore.
Keep going.
When your mark's that on guard, nobody's laying a hand on them. Not even a trained assassin. So the mole needed a hand. Someone he could trust to get the ball rolling. And that someone was me.
So what happened after you left Amur?
My guy took Kume out the back. Loaded him in the trunk of a car. Took him to Shono. Just like all the other 89 tests.
To the ADDC?
No, not the center. I'm not sure where it is exactly. Someplace Shono and Mole set up.
So they carried out their human experiments in some kind of secret lab?
Suppose they did.
Then why'd they need to gouge the eyes out?
No clue. He never told me. Maybe he wanted to make it look like a Yakuza killing. Maybe the mole's just into some sick shit.
Now, fun thing here is you can actually leave at any time any time whatsoever and go back to exploring Kamurocho. Which character? Did you write that? Yeah, I did. I did. Right. Oh my god, I'm so sick of the Keihin gang causing chaos in town. You deal up that on your own.
What's next on the list? Keep the fucking pressure on this shithead.
Next up, Shintani. He had nothing to do with the Kyorei clan, but you guys still used him as an 89 test subject. Or was there some other reason you had him killed?
Shintani's death. That was my fault.
Huh?
When we took care of Kume, I was the one on the hook for it. Let me tell you, ending up in the slammer for a murder you didn't do is scary shit. Made me think, wouldn't hurt to have some insurance.
Insurance?
Talked to Shintani before the trial, and told him this. If the pieces fall into place and I hang for this, look into Shono at the ADDC.
So you told him about the deal you made with Ichinose?
Not exactly. Shono was the only name I mentioned. But if anyone found out I spilled the beans to Shintani, well, I'd be betraying the cause. So I told the bastard, only go digging if shit really hits the fan.
Why did he call Shono if he knew it was that important to you? Why'd he start digging it up?
Beats me. Got a pretty good theory, though. You want to hear?
Yeah, do tell.
My guess? He didn't want to let you hog all the glory.
Huh?
He might have won my trial, but you're the one who found the key evidence.
So Shintani was genuinely just getting too close to the truth,
but it was only
and was killed for it.
Nobody said it, but they all knew. You did the real work. But even then, you didn't stop trying to show up the poor guy. Right when the trial came to a close, there you were, hunting the real killer down. How do you think Shintani felt, sitting around waiting for you to stumble onto the truth? Can't imagine he was sleeping well.
You might as well let this mole shit go. Think this is some kind of Yakuza pissing contest, do ya? Come on. The mole is way bigger than you know.
Shintani wanted to find the truth before you did. Wanted to earn his time in the sun.
And that's why he called the ADDC? To investigate the killings himself?
That's my theory. Can't back it up, though. Either way, the end result was the same. Ichinose found out Shintani was trying to get in touch with Shono. Signed his own death sentence. I'm sure it was plain as day that I was the guy who put him on the right trail.
Ichinose is in control of the Judge Eyes killer.
So,
which makes sense.
I had no choice but to
Judge Eyes was basically sent over to Hamura.
I paid for the job out of my own pocket. And when it came to setting up a fall guy, we picked Ayabe.
So Ayabe is definitively not the killer. Just in case it couldn't be any less obvious.
We got his gun. The mole was the one who used it to kill Shintani. He replaced the one bullet he fired, got rid of any traces that he used it, and put it back in Ayabe's holster. That meant that the bullet found in the body would have the rifling marks from his gun. Which meant it was an unshakable fact that Shintani was shot with Ayabe's weapon. Face it, Ayabe's alibi isn't gonna hold water. The guy doesn't even remember who attacked him? Right. Nobody'll buy that. Never.
Fair enough. Although, what if we caught the mole, and then forced you to testify in the trial?
What was that? What's wrong?
Smells like something's burning.
What?
My boys must have finally decided to show up. You really want to meet the mole? Now's your chance.
Matsugane-san, we gotta go.
You too. Get up. I'm gonna go ahead and suggest you let me walk away, boss. If I give the order, the family will fall back. At least then you'd live. Isn't that what you want?
That's enough! If this Ministry of Health business is true, you're nothing more than a pawn to them. From where they stand, I'm sure you could be replaced.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You're an idiot, Hamura.
Huh?
Come on.
You really think you can't be replaced if you explained exactly why these people are so powerful to us, Hamura? Bless me.
It's the Matsugane. They went and started a fire downstairs. I've been waiting for this. Captain! Oh, Marase. How many they got? Captain!
Holy Christ! He wore a goddamn suicide vest.
They're so fucking dead!
Hey!
Nothing's gonna stop your rivers in the desert, is it?
Family into goddamn terrorists.
Oh my god.
Gotta go, Matsugane-san.
Okay.
Leave
No
Hamura
problem.
to
No
me.
problem. No problem. No problem. No time to waste. I'm gonna need a really big fire extinguisher.
Don't just stand there.
It's like a lightsaber duel, but with torches.
Do whatever you can to keep them away from us.
Got it.
You okay, Doc?
Got it.
Please don't feign concern for me, Homura. Dude just set up his own boss fight arena. I gotta give you props for that.
I'll handle this.
Too bad he's not getting out of it.
I'm gonna tear you apart.
Let's go then.
I shouldn't have opened with this. It's like opening a wrestling match with your finishing move. Where do you go from here? That took off more than that's like 140% of his health gone.
Not so fast.
Thank God, Papa Matsugane was there to deliver justice.
Captain, you okay? Matsugane-san?
Oh, he's here. He's here.
Oh, fuck.
Is that the mole? Don't!
No! No!
Hold on.
Oh.
What the fuck, man?
Okay, so the mole... He's definitely going to be the final boss. He has to be.
Break this asshole!
Motherfucker! Boss, why did you... After all I did... So that was the mole, right?
Damn you,
I would have done the same if I was him. You knew too much. I wish I wasn't right. You're too damn soft. You didn't have to protect me. When I heard what you said, I knew you were right. This is all my fault. No, it's not. I wasn't very good at the business side. And because of that, you had to protect the family by crossing the line. There were signs, of course. I wasn't ignorant. I looked the other way. And just never asked where the money came from. It was easier that way. I'm not going to blame you for all of that. You just did what you had to. I'm sorry. No, not like this. Don't go. I wanted to make up for... It was the only way.
You literally have nothing to do with this.
You didn't need to go that far.
And what Hamura did is not in any way, shape, or form your fault.
What any father would have. Matsugane-san!
Just hold on.
Doc, my boy. This is it for me. Hurry and get out.
Not without you. Let's go.
The mole is Kuroiwa. Now you know the truth.
For real?
Kuroiwa is the one you want.
What?
Whoa. Okay, well, I actually am surprised.
And Patriarch Matsugane?
He didn't make it.
Oh, no.
Kuroiwa.
Huh? Did you say something?
Oh shit. Here he comes at last.
Kuroiwa.
Back at the center of the crime scene, eh, Yagami?
What the hell are you doing?
You know, now I think about it, you don't get a person like Matthew Mercier to voice a character in this
Just need to
game.
have a little chat at the station.
Unless that,
No,
like, it's a bit of
he
a
needs to get
problem
to a
that
hospital.
he's not at all at fault for, but whenever he's
fine.
behind a character in
I'll
a
watch
anime
after
dub
another
nowadays, it's
Are you
only...
a doctor now? He needs professional attention.
Enough protesting. You'll be just
It's
fine with
only...
me.
And I mean
Doesn't even
only
have a reason.
It's okay.
because he's
go.
playing someone important.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
So for his voice to end up behind Kuroira, it's unfortunately the only way this can actually go.
You had yourself one hell of a night, huh, Yagami?
Doesn't seem like it's ending anytime soon. Could you at least take these off? Or am I gonna get booked?
Afraid I can't. Wouldn't you know, someone went and lost the key.
Hamura told me everything.
Told you what?
Told me who you really are. You killed Vice Director Hashiki. You mutilated those Yakuza. And Shintani's all you too. I'm onto you.
Well, that's a good story. But there's only one detective here. Let's start with the cabaret and what you were doing there.
I know that you're the mole.
I'm the one asking the questions around here, so...
You aren't denying it.
Why don't you start by telling me what you were doing when you first noticed the fire?
Hamura getting away is what's gonna bring you down for good. You really missed your big chance.
Can you tell me who started the fire, at least?
Matsugane-san is dead because of you. So the moment I get out, your ass is mine!
Let's see you try! I don't think you realize. 89 gives me complete immunity.
What?
I'm talking about people that go all the way up the
Oh, so you're not even trying to hide it. Okay.
They see everything.
All right.
When it comes to protecting 89's interests, there's no limit to what they'll do. Hamura is a loose end that I'll take care of eventually. And that's a fate you'll both share. This won't end with you alive.
I don't mind that. All that matters is proving that you murdered them.
If you think you scare me, sorry. You has-been fraud.
Kuroiwa-san? There's a call for you.
Just 1 second.
Should I take over?
Nah. I'm through here. The fire at the cabaret. Tojo clan and Kyorei clan Yakuza are both responsible for starting it. Luckily, Yagami-san just happened to be nearby and saw the whole thing. This case is closed. Thank you for your time.
I'll escort you out then, Yagami-san.
Yeah, I get just wanting to sleep too, so let's go back to your place. Oh, the Kahin gang is out. I completely forgot about them. Well, that's because they don't matter. Let's go back to my house. Why is the game stopping me?
Hi, mister. Are you Yagami?
Yeah? Who's asking?
I have a present for you.
What is it?
I don't know. Some guy told me to give it to you. He said he was a friend. Oh, and he said to open it right away.
What?
Wonderful, Yagami-san. Such stunning reflexes. You even avoided doing any property damage.
And who are you?
Did you
Why
enjoy
do you
it?
have a dub voice actor?
It was given to me as a gift by an old business partner of mine.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, pardon my rudeness. This is my car.
Koga?
Oh, you don't know me? I see. I see. In that case, perhaps I should start over. My name is Matsuhisa Koga, one of the Keihin Four.
The fourth member of the Elite Four.
And introduce you to my way of doing things. You know, our reputation has taken quite a hit thanks to your antics. That being the case, it falls to me to put a stop to this farce.
You guys are a farce.
Enough.
Yes,
talk.
okay.
Show
So
me what you can do, Yagami-san.
so we're ending the whole Keihin gang storyline on a very serious customer, I see. Oh no. He's got that moveset. Oh boy. That moveset. Those guns and the deadly mortal wounds mechanic. Sick. Absolutely sick, sir.
You're as strong as they said you'd be. It seems fortune is not on my side today.
You look like you look like a thinner Iwami.
Huh?
Or rather, you look
Already?
like that guy from Yakuza
business
Kiwami
world,
2,
one
Kei
must always know
Ibuchi.
when to withdraw. If Matsuhisa Koga lost to some thug on the street, our reputation would be in tatters. My business partners would never take me seriously again.
I don't know why they would to begin with.
Now I must retire until the day I get revenge. Farewell, Yagami-san.
Can't these guys just leave me alone?
And Koga just shows up on the map for you. Oh my god. She just shows up. Oh man. Okay. Well, I'm going to go to bed. Jesus Christ. Let me go to bed, game. Sugiura.
Sugiura.
Oh, Sugiura, sorry.
What happened with Kaito-san? Is he okay?
Doctor said he'll be back on his feet in a few days. We took him to some back alley joint. Hush hush, you know?
Didn't realize you had those kinds of connections.
Actually, he was a friend of Kaito-san's. Sounded like they go way back.
Couldn't you have just gone to a hospital?
That's what I thought. Kaito-san was pretty insistent, though. Said he didn't have time to deal with a bullet in the gut.
That's Kaito.
How'd everything go with you? I heard the Cure Club burned down.
Yeah, things were tough.
Sounds like you could use some rest then.
But yeah.
Heading out then?
I just figured I'd stop by to tell you about Kaito-san. Now that I know you're safe too, I'm gonna go pass out at home.
You do that. Good night. Hello?
Yagami-kun? It's Mafuyu. Did I wake you up?
You need something?
The moles claimed another victim. Another Kyorei clan Yakuza.
What?
Head to the Matsugane family office if you can.
Alright, I'll be right over.
I don't like the sounds of this. I know we have to end on one more shock death before the final chapter, but I don't like the sound of this.
Wow, really?
Way to ruin the mood. Way to ruin the mood, seriously.
They've already ID'd the victim.
Mafuyu.
Satoshi Shioya, captain of the Kyorei clan. You knew him.
Oh, no one I cared about then. Okay, good.
If it was really the mole, that means his eyes have been gouged out?
So I hear. I haven't confirmed it for myself.
Better that you don't. Who's handling the case? Kuroiwa again?
Yes. He's right over there. Speaking of which, Yagami-kun, what happened last night? With the interrogation?
Listen, Mafuyu.
Hmm?
It's Kuroiwa. He's the mole.
What?
Apparently he and Hamura have been working together for years. At first, he was just a dirty cop. Not too different from Ayabe, I guess. But eventually he found murder was profitable. And that's not all. Shono from the ADDC is the one who's been hiring him to do his dirty laundry. And these corpses with their eyes gouged out? Human experiments, every one of them. All for 89. This won't end. I just confronted Shono the other day. Said I was onto his insane tests. And now... there's a new body like nothing's changed at all. I can only see one way this shakes out. There's gonna be more deaths before this is all over. Even when he's this close to being all but caught, he's not gonna stop for anything. There's no doubt now.
So now?
Shono, he seems like this quiet, harmless scientist when you see him on the job. Except, 89 changes who he is. Makes the guy a monster. Completing his drug will save millions. Not to mention their families. It would change the whole world. With all that power protecting Dr. Shono, he'd risk everything he has.
Yeah, that's one hell of a motive.
It's us against anyone that money can buy.
Oh no, he's wired. Any one of these people could be the mole. Another mole. Oh man, it's that feeling.
What are you going to do? Why not walk away?
The feeling you get when you realize that the Florist of Psy is onto you. Except it's an evil Florist of Psy.
Deserves closure. They won't get away with this.
No, they won't. And we'll have all of the next chapter to explain why they won't next time. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys then.